I'm Allison, and I would like to share with you how a step in the right direction changed my life. I had been through treatment and relapse for years upon years, and after treatment, the one thing I failed to do was follow the recommendations of my treatment team. I didn't continue on with sober living. After 7 years of relapsing, I finally decided it's time for me to follow those recommendations, and that's when I came to a step in the right direction. The next day, Linda got me a job, helped me get a job. From that day moving forward, I came into the house and I felt so at home, and everyone was so active. And the first weekend, we went on a trip and went jet skiing and had so much fun. And I couldn't believe that people could have fun sober. And this is how I learned to live my life sober and enjoy life to the fullest. I thought, I couldn't put together more than 2 weeks at a time, 30 at most. And I thought maybe this time I'll do something different. I'll stay a little bit longer. I thought everything could be done in 30 days, but I realize now in retrospect, I'm very grateful that I took the time to stay as long as I needed to for me. Everyone has an individual plan and everyone's story is different. We're all unique. And the best thing that I could have done is stay, and when those trying times came, I had my sponsor to go to because that was one of the requirements of being here. Thank goodness, otherwise I might not have followed through with that either. But I just did what I saw. I followed what was done in front of me, and I followed the examples of people that were around me. And there was a lot of support and a lot of people here that contributed to my being able to work through difficult times. And as time went on, I learned to work through them on my own based on my past experiences, and how once I overcame them, I felt like, wow, that was amazing, and I can do this, and I can live this way. And it became a habit. And so I just want to say that, one of the major things I feel is that this is always going to be home to me. And if I were ever to go through a difficult or trying time, and I always say this to people, you don't have to relapse first. You can always come here. You can always come back. And that's how I feel. If I ever had a scary time in my life, I know that this is home for me. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful for everything that I learned and how I got my life back by coming to a step in the right direction. Before I came to a step in the right direction, there were a lot of things I didn't know how to do. But I learned how to be a woman and a strong woman and be able to handle my life on my own. And that felt great. I learned basic things like making my bed every day before I left the house. That seems silly, but I must have changed clothes every single day and came back and they were on the floor. I learned how to just be a strong decision maker. And a lot of that came with my self-esteem building from being here and being able to do things on my own. I know that one of the greatest things is the requirements of 3 to 5 meetings a week, and all the support around that. That helped me. The requirement of getting a sponsor within the first week, that helped me. And working and doing something on a daily basis. All of those things were very helpful and instrumental and pivotal to the major changes in my life and my being the person that I am today. I'm so grateful to now be able to help other people in recovery. I don't know. One of the great things is Monday night dinners. We have a house meeting on Monday nights, and that's where we were able to express our feelings and work through issues and things that were on our minds and share what's going on in our day and be a support to each other. And I learned then that everything wasn't the end of the world, that I could work through things and I could do it sober. So with that, right now, there's a meeting where there's an all A's meeting at a step in the right direction where everyone discuss any addiction. And I think that that's so very helpful because we all struggle from different things, and there are a lot of people who have dual diagnosis or co-occurring disorders, and we're able to work through those things together. We realize that alcoholism, comes from deep down other issues, underlying issues. And so once I was able to get clarity and recover from the physical desire, I was able to work on my spiritual and emotional, body, mind, and spirit well-being. And from there, I've achieved balance, and I'm very grateful for that.